Okay, hello everyone. So today I'll be talking about virtual memory or paging file on your computer or your operating system. So basically, in any operating system, your system, you have your system RAM, which is called RAM. And on my computer, I have 32 gigabytes on this computer. So other people may have 4 gigabytes, 6 gigabytes, 8 or whatever. And every time you run an application, any kind of application, like a internet browser, let's say a word processor or something like that, or a game, or any program, it uses up memory in your computer. So basically, your RAM, when your RAM gets all used up, it goes to virtual memory. So it basically uses the memory on your hard drive. So these days, a lot of people use SSDs. So SSDs are anywhere from maybe 4 to 10 times faster than a traditional hard drive, which ran at about 100 megabytes per second. Sometimes it's pretty fast, so you could use your SSD's speed, as a paging file or virtual memory, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So you just go here. So when you run out of your physical RAM, like I said, your computer goes to a paging file or virtual memory. So if you don't have that enabled, or if you disabled it or whatever, or if you don't have enough, then your computer just crashes, and that's why you get blue screens and stuff like that. Or the computer just freezes. So you could increase your virtual memory by going to Start, Settings, Systems, and then go to About, go to Advanced System Settings, go to Advanced here, and then go to under Performance, go to Settings, and then go to I think it's Advanced, go to Virtual Memory. A paging file is an area on the hard drive that Windows uses as if it were RAM, but since your hard drive or SSD is slower than physical RAM or random access memory, it's going to be a little bit slower, right? But like I said, a lot of computers now have SSDs, so it's faster. So what normally happened was, if you ran out of physical RAM, then your computer would use virtual memory. So back in the day, let's say back in the 1990s or something, if you ran out of RAM, then you would see your computer read the hard drive more. You would hear the hard drive more, and it would definitely be slower than using RAM, but your computer wouldn't crash. So you go here, and you could use the hard drive that you want, or the storage device. For me, C drive is my M.2 NVMe drive, so I set it to 4 gigabytes, but I'm going to do something different. I'm going to set it actually to what my RAM is, basically. So my RAM is 32 gigabytes, so 1024 megabytes is 1 gigabyte, right? Times 16. So I'll put it to 16,384 megabytes. So that would be 16 gigabytes. No, I'm sorry. 1024 times 32, so that's 32,768 megabytes. And I want to set the maximum to double of what my RAM is. So my RAM is 32 gigabytes, like I said, times 2, so it'd be 65,638. And there's an option to set no paging ROM file, but I wouldn't recommend that. If you do that, your computer is gonna crash. So before it was set at 16 megabyte minimum, and that really isn't enough for programs of today. Programs of today use a lot more than that, so I'm gonna set it to that. Okay, now it's set to 32 gigabytes. Let me see. And though before you were able to go to control panel, systems, and see that under here. But they kind of like changed this after a few Windows updates, so now it's here in about. Like I said, it's under advanced system settings, and I showed you before, and that's it. So you have to restart your computer to get this to work, so I'm going to do that. Okay, now I'm back. Let me go back there. Okay, so now the total paging file is 32 gigabytes. And as you can see, you can select different storage devices. So C drive is, like I said, my M.2 NVMe. I also have a Samsung Evo 850 500 gigabyte SSD in here as well, and just regular hard drives, and ranging from 1 to 3 gigabytes in size and storage capacity. So if you leave it on default, you're just not going to get a lot of paging RAM. So I just set it to custom, so you could just add more. And that's basically it. On other operating systems like Linux or something, you could add, you could increase your virtual memory. I think it's called swap file on Linux. And when I didn't have enough swap files or virtual memory, my device just crashed more often. But after I added it, it just became more stable. So that's it. So thanks for watching by Ace 1000KS.